There's a cute empress here that doesn't think she's cute. We say otherwise.
That's for you.
It's Friday.
And
Let's
we begin
go.
with Russell Maryland.
The U.
Let's
I can't do it.
go.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up. I got to thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Because we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I couldn't even tell you. I don't know. I feel lost.
Oh, yeah!
Let's go.
What a finish last night's game. And
That was nuts.
Russell Maryland, and from Chris's card collection to lead things off, former Hurricane and former Whitney Young Dolphin. Grew up in Chicago, played football in Chicago, and now he and the rest of the Miami alumni are celebrating. Good.
Yes, they are.
Good morning and welcome to the fabulous, fantastic football Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning. This first hour is brought to you in part by AB&J Travel. Want to have fun traveling, make a little money doing it? Just look up AB&J Travel. It's for my friend Stacy. What the hell was that finish last night?
That
An
was
all-timer.
Bring me up to speed.
that was a star. That was a star quarterback acting like a star quarterback, and that's the reason you go out in the transfer portal and bring in a guy like Carson Beck, because he doesn't get flustered. He pulls the ball and runs to the end zone when you need it to.
Hold on.
He did
hold
last night
Hold on,
for
who won?
the Miami.
Oh.
Yeah, we all picked Miami. Miami won, even after Mississippi took the lead several times.
So it's the next semifinal tonight, then.
It is.
Next semifinal is tonight, Indiana and Oregon, and what's going to be a racetrack game. We'll discuss
Come on,
that a little
Indiana.
later. Now to start things off.
Passionate.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
DIETZ.
That's not just a murmur. That's a full-blown fibrillation.
Listen, he told us, our private Facebook check, that he has a funny story and got yelled at for being right. Dietz, the floor is yours.
I did get yelled at for being right last night because we were talking about I was actually talking with an Eagles fan, go figure. And
yeah, and a shout to Stacy for AB&J Travel, because she is here this morning and she says, I'm just here in the bar getting my coffee, which is how she described our show, and it's one of the ultimate compliments we got. Go ahead.
Excellent. So we were talking. A group of us were talking about the NFL playoffs coming up this weekend, and Eagles fans said, "If the
wait. Eagles fan said, not that quote.
He said, he said we're gonna win this weekend, but next weekend we got to go to Seattle, and we're not going to win that." And I turned around, and not even to argue with him, I just said, "That's not going to happen." And of course, he starts trying to get at me and goes, so he starts trying to get at me and says, and I wasn't even getting at him for the 49ers, for whether they were going to beat the 49ers or not. I just said, "That's not going to happen." And all of a sudden and then he tries to get the whole bar against me and goes, hold on. ESPN's talking. Let's hear what the reason. And I go, "Well, you're wrong. If the Eagles win this weekend, they're the 3 seed. They won't play Seattle till the conference final." And so I'm trying to explain this, and the whole time everybody's like, "What? You don't think Seattle can beat the Eagles?" And I said, "No, it's not about that. It's about the Seahawks get to play the worst team left, and that's clearly not going to be the Eagles if they win." And so I had to explain this to everybody. And we had it a couple weeks ago. We went down nostalgia lane, and Jen asked why everybody hates the Fifth Down Sports Show. It's because I answer people like that. It's because when people say stuff, I'm like, "No, you're wrong," and they can't take the explanation of why they're wrong. Like I was just like, "You're wrong. If the Eagles win, they're going to go play Chicago or a lower seed,
Green Bay, or possibly Green Bay.
They'll play the second lowest left." They're either going to play Chicago or the second lowest seed left. So there's no way they can go to play Seattle next weekend. The only way they play Seattle is in the conference championship game. That's the only way they go to Seattle. Yeah. So, so I was like, "Why are you arguing with me?" I was like, "How are you arguing with me on this? This is math. It's just a fact. I don't know what to tell you." So that was the argument I got.
When
I was like, "Why?" You can get on me for being right. Come on.
Now, you're gonna laugh at this. I had something come across.
People think they're right.
My desk.
What do we got?
Oh God, what?
Okay, so I was yapping this morning with a friend of mine out in Ohio on their way over to work, and they brought to my attention, they were flipping through TikTok, and they came up on a sports one where apparently witches and warlocks called in to lift a curse off the Cleveland Browns.
Excuse me, what?
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Apparently the Cleveland Browns were cursed by witches and warlocks way back when, and they just now called in to lift the curse.
Holy!
I mean, they got rid of Mike Stefanski. Isn't that enough?
You listen. You're not erasing the curse of the Cleveland Clowns, ever.
We need Jim Carrey. We need Jim Carrey from Ace Ventura. I have exorcised the demon.
This house is clear.
They need a whole exorcism in Cleveland State Cleveland Stadium. Just blow the whole thing up and start over.
Do to this current stadium what they did to old Cleveland Stadium. Rip it apart and blow it up. But see, Cleveland has tried several times, organizational wise, to blow it up, and it didn't work.
And it's all failed.
And it didn't work.
And getting rid of the head coach ain't going to help because the whole organization is screwed.
Friend BGS joins us from Los Angeles. He says the curse of Bernie Kosar. I agree. The last great quarterback the Cleveland Browns ever had was Bernie Kosar. Period.
The master teacher in the building today.
What's up, master teacher? Oh, I have a tribute for the master teacher. Let me get my sound bites up here. I'm doing 3 things at once. While I'm doing that, let me just say 11 o'clock today, a new episode of Roots and Branches Adoption Stories will drop. So check your local YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts for that new episode with my good friend Janet Monroe, 11 a.m. today.
Yeah, but question about that statement. Wouldn't the curse of Bernie Kosar go to the Baltimore Ravens?
Actually, yeah.
Because if we're doing it the way the Eagle, the Oilers history traveled to Tennessee,
and
so
the Ravens and the Browns history traveled to Baltimore.
Bernie Kosar's history would have traveled to Baltimore. So it'd be like the curse of Derek Anderson.
Pretty much.
I mean, if you're going with the new iteration of the Cleveland Browns, but
you can put anybody in that.
This whole thing is screwy. That's why the Houston Oilers need to be back with the Texans. Like the Houston stuff needs to be back with the Texans.
I totally agree. I totally agree. The Texans need to become the Oilers.
Right.
Okay. And as far as the Browns go,
I'm gonna say this is a joke only. What old man conversation I just walk into?
Story.
I was yapping with a friend of mine out
and this morning.
Gotcha. I'm like,
I was yapping with a friend of mine on their drive to work out in Ohio, and they told me they came across a TikTok where apparently witches and warlocks called in to lift the curse from the Cleveland Browns.
ain't no curse gonna help that. There's no amount of you can get the whole Hogwarts army. And
now listen here, they're not cursed. They're just bad.
Look, the Scarlet Witch.
They're just the Cleveland Browns. They're not cursed. They're not cursed.
We're the Cleveland Browns.
Right? What you say, Dietz?
God.
I said the Scarlet Witch couldn't lift that curse.
Exactly.
It can't even get. Man, Doctor Strange would be struggling with that.
Right. Let's say you can get Harry Potter and Voldemort
Everybody would
together.
Even Gambit would fold at the curse.
At a hand. Yep.
Even Gambit would fold at the curse.
And
this one over here decides to make a poker reference. Okay, I see how it is today.
Right?
No, it's still a Marvel Rivals
you
reference.
Know what?
I know, but it's also a poker reference.
Everybody knows Bum Phillips.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man,
oh yeah. Speaking of Marvel Rivals, wish me luck tomorrow.
Go get
no,
it.
I had a similar conversation.
Marvel Rivals Jeopardy tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I'm going for my 5th win in a row.
There you go.
Go get him. Sick him.
I had a conversation with some individuals. We were talking about this same situation about like which team should go back where. Of course, one is Houston going back to being the Oilers. Because I don't think Tennessee really needs a football team. I just don't.
Okay.
No, they don't.
But I just think the history.
They truly don't.
The history should stay with the city. Not. It doesn't move. Your history doesn't move. Like what the greatest show on turf. That was not the Los Angeles Rams. That was the St. Louis Rams.
Right.
St. Louis Rams. Dietz a little to your left, sir. Perfect.
And I had someone come in
and I want to keep little production. I want to keep this look going forward. So Dietz, whenever you come in, because we got the vertical stream going, just make sure you move a little to your left so we can keep that shot.
I got it.
Listen, you want to Dietz just said a team's history shouldn't travel with them. One that gets me, and y'all know which one I'm going to say, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
The Seattle Supersonics. But they don't even reference it. And they're not allowed to. And that's the way it should be. They're not allowed to. When they move the team, they're not like the Oklahoma City Thunder are not allowed to wear Supersonics jerseys. When they moved the team, they were told you're not allowed to use our stuff.
BGS says the Browns equals Dr. Strangelove. Oh, geez.
Oh, boy.
Hey, BGS, welcome, my friend. Salute to you, my brother. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. And thanks to Stacy from AB&J Travel for hanging out with us also.
But the reason why I brought that up is because I had somebody, as we're having this conversation, they're like, what are you guys talking about? Like, you guys are old men. Get with the times. It's the Tennessee Titans. I'm like, the Tennessee Titans. And you see what Tennessee Titans are now, right?
Yeah, the Tennessee Titans are. See, you want to go back. There's Steve McNair, Eddie George.
Mm-hmm.
They can claim all that. They can't go back and claim Bruce Matthews. They can't go back and claim Earl Campbell, Warren Moon, Ernest Givens. Those guys are Houston Oilers. They're not Tennessee Titans. That's
Jones before he went to Green Bay. Ketan Kumar joins us. He says, hey man, Eagles fan here all the way from Mumbai, India. Love your channel.
Whoa.
Thank you. Wow. So we are now officially an international sports show. And
We've
thanks
always
for all
been.
the folks on our
we're expanding because we always got sick diggies. So
Right.
Yeah,
so
we get sick from Norway. Now we got
Technically,
folks in
you've always
India.
been international the moment I stepped foot in here.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah, that too.
Okay.
The cute Empress is here from the UK.
I'm not cute.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
No,
We're
I'm
not
not.
starting off this morning
Before
with
that,
lying.
before that
Yes,
argument
we are, and I'm
continues-
not cute.
Before that argument's Ravens versus the Colts. Oh boy,
Excuse me,
there's
what?
there's a
That's a good
complicated
point.
history.
That's a good point.
The Baltimore Colts,
Colts.
aka the Indianapolis Colts.
Is that one of the picks for today?
no?
And you guys and the old Browns, which were
Thank
actually
God.
good, became the Baltimore Ravens.
well, that's how this whole thing started.
That's
Is
when
somebody
that
said
started.
the curse of Bernie Kosar, and I said, well, it would travel if we're following the Tennessee Titans being the Houston Oilers, then the Bernie Kosar curse would have traveled to Baltimore.
Again, there is no curse. There is no curse on the Cleveland Browns because they're
Well-
just the Cleveland Browns.
Well, the thing is,
They're-
Jen, is
they're
that
crap.
originally the Browns were actually a really good team, and then some
Until
shady
they
dealings.
ran into, you know, the team that killed the Browns' playoff history, the Denver Broncos.
Yeah,
The drive.
The drive,
Oh my
the
god!
fumble. Wait a minute. The drive, the fumble.
Well, the fumble led to the drive.
and- No, I'm
Ernest
talking about the game.
Miner's fumble is what led to the drive. But
The drive was 80. The drive was 87 in Cleveland. The fumble was in Denver in 88, and that just sealed the game. The Browns were on their way into the end zone to win that game. And then the ball was poked out, and Jeremiah Castile, if I remember correctly, jumped on the fumble to seal the game. That final was 38-33. Man,
and then they thought they exercised that curse by sending Ernest Miner to the Redskins, and he goes on and wins the Super Bowl.
And he wins the Super Bowl. And then on top of that, 2 years later, the Browns get another shot at the Denver Broncos, and John Elway carves them up for 300 yards.
Yep.
That was when the conference championship games were in the afternoon. That's what, and 89 was like messed up because both home teams were West Coast teams. So anybody who knows time zones, they're going to get messed up. So the Broncos-Browns game began at 11:30 Central Time, and the Niners-Rams Conference Championship began at 3 o'clock. Central Time, which is noon in San Francisco. So imagine if you're in Denver and you got to wake up and beat the hell out of the Cleveland Browns for the AFC Championship, but you got to do it early. John Elway and the bunch were like, okay. And that's one of the few times that they painted the end zones at old Mile High Stadium.
Mile High Stadium.
Now, going back to last night, we have the Miami Hurricanes hosting the national championship because they're in it. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. How about these Hurricanes? I'll go to Dietz first. How about these Hurricanes? And you said it best to lead off the show, that the championship quarterback being a championship quarterback, especially on their final play when he pulled it and zipped in the end zone from 4 yards out to win the game.
Yeah, that's why they got Carson. That's why Carson Beck went there. I mean, that's why they brought him in. They knew they needed a guy who could lead the team, and that's the thing about Carson Beck that I think people are missing, and you saw it last night when they kept bringing up, oh, he's the 6th rated quarterback in the NFL draft. There's something about Carson Beck.
Yes.
And you're not going to confuse Carson. Carson Beck's seen it all. He's been in national championship games. He's been in SEC championship games. He's been in huge games against Nick Saban defenses. He's been against the best of the best. He's seen it all.
He has.
So, and you kind of saw that in that last play when he walked back into the huddle and just said, guys, let's go. I mean, put the game on his shoulders, and he took the run into the end zone. And
he did.
And the other thing that stood out last night, and I know it's not going to be a good thing for Ole Miss, but that Ole Miss kicker that Ole Miss kicker made himself a lot of money last night.
Mm-hmm.
A 58-yard kick, and he banged it.
He had room to spare.
And he backed it up with another 54-yard field goal. Like that's an NFL kicker right there.
That's the kicker that's going to make himself a lot of money. 2 50-yard field goals in a pressure game. And that one from 58 could have been good from 68.
You got college players thinking they Brandon Aubrey
he had
out there.
A lot of room to spare.
You got these college kids thinking they're Cam Little out there drilling 70s.
Right.
I mean, it's going to get to a point where punting is no longer going to be a thing. It's going to be you get to your own 40-yard line. We might as well try a field goal.
Right.
Go ahead.
These kickers are channeling their inner Steph Curry. What's their range? Yes.
Right. For me, for my
30 yards. Let's go.
But the
kickers are channeling. Here's a name for you. Here's a name for you. These kickers are channeling their inner Sebastian Janikowski.
Yeah, except they don't miss wide right.
Right.
and the you know is wide right very well. But no, last night the one thing I noticed about last night that we talked about yesterday. We talked about it yesterday. You know, I was thinking about this. Like, I wonder how different I've been to the Fiesta Bowl. I've seen what that was like when it was on New Year's Day, and it was a whole production, and they had a parade, and they had all this stuff for the Fiesta Bowl when we were down there for New Year's. But I'm wondering how different it was to have the Fiesta Bowl on January 9th. You know, I wonder what the difference. I wonder what the difference is between, you know, how that stadium was, how the stadium was, how the atmosphere was. Because we talked about how these games are pushed back. They're all I noticed it last night when I saw Fiesta Bowl, and I was like, that used to be played on New Year's Day. It was like it was an event. It was an event for the city. So I'm wondering I'm wondering if the city has felt any effects from that. It'd be an interesting thing to study, for somebody to study.
Yeah. I might do a deep dive on that. Damian Hernandez is with us. Question: sorry to bring this Notre Dame thing up again, which we tore him up yesterday. But why should strength of schedule matter when in college football there isn't really any strength of schedule? Damian, I have 3 letters for you. SEC.
Right.
Strength of schedule doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've been seeing that. What matters is who did you beat, where did you beat them, and when did you beat them? When did you beat them? Where did you beat them? And who did you beat? That's what matters. And that's what got Miami into the position they're in.
Drinking. Oh Lord, those scales are those scales.
But it's not about strength. It's not about your strength of schedule. That doesn't matter actually.
Right.
Because Notre Dame had a strong strength. They had a strong strength of schedule, but they didn't win. They didn't win the games they needed to win. They didn't win the 2 big games they needed to.
Well, here's BGS's answer, and it's so true right now. And we've talked about this on for hours on end. It's about TV now, more like the Super Bowl. Yeah, because who's broadcasting the games? The 4-letter network has control of all the CFP games. And once upon a time, Fox had the broadcast rights for all of the BCS games, where you can actually access the darn thing, right? Where you can actually access the doggone thing. And I wouldn't be surprised in the coming years if the Super Bowl went behind a paywall, which in part it is, because it's Super Bowl 58. It was broadcast on CBS, but it was also streamed on what the heck is that? Paramount Plus. And we've cut the cord here, so we're doing streaming all the time. Jody and I are, you know. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll break down tonight's semifinal game with Indiana and Oregon. I'm gonna go get a drink of water, and I have a few random musings up my sleeve. And then in hour 2, Deb Whitkus will join us for our picks. It's the Football Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning. We're back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got
Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Cause we take this job so serious.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell. That's what he needs.
What did Father O'Shaughnessy do?
I quit. We're done here. I'm done. We're out of here.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Father Shaughnessy need to go to hell. This way. Father Shaughnessy need to go to hell. This way.
I love how it's at my expense.
And there's a couple at my expense.
I didn't do a damn thing. I didn't do a damn thing, and I get told to go to hell.
Did. Father O'Shaughnessy did.
You know what?
That's the thing. Father O'Shaughnessy didn't even do anything.
Right. What makes it so bad? Father O'Cochran set him up.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think Playmaker got confused. Father O'Cochran was Father O'Shaughnessy.
Father O'Cochran set him up.
And just a little follow up to our discussion from the last segment. We're not talking about the game on the TV. What I was talking about is the impact on the city, the city of Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing is a little story. When I was in 8th grade. We did a New Year's vacation down to Phoenix. We didn't even know the Fiesta Bowl was going on. It just happened to be going on. Right. And we went to the parade, and me being a dumb kid, I just ran up to the front and tried to, just trying to see what was going on. And it happened to be Kansas State versus Syracuse. And so when I ran up to the front, I met the starting quarterback for Syracuse. And at the time, I'm like, this guy plays for Syracuse. It's not going anywhere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That guy was Donovan McNabb. All of a sudden, I see him get drafted. I'm like, hey, I met that guy.
Right.
Former Mount Carmel Caravan quarterback. Mm-hmm. So Donovan McNabb with his Chicago roots. Okay. Before we go on and we break down Indiana, Oregon, and then hour 2 happens, I have a very funny broadcast story.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to take y'all back to 2013. And Victor and Shane, you remember this story.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing a retro version for laughs of the Don't of the Week. And in 2013, on this particular funny night where rain was involved, I may as well get it done with the formalities. The retro dolt of the week is it's myself.
Oh.
And here's what happens. 2013 was covering the Roosevelt Lakers, and we had a baseball game that was scheduled for a Friday. But because of impending weather, i.e. a storm that rocked Chicago that was coming in, they moved. It was actually scheduled for a Saturday. I beg your pardon. They had to move the game to Friday so they can get the game in before the crazy weather happened. So I get a call from the AD saying we moved the game up. You guys need to be here at 5 o'clock because we have a 6 o'clock first pitch. I said, that'll work. I called Mark Farina. Unfortunately, the late Mark Farina, my dear friend who was my broadcast partner, he came and picked me up. We got to the stadium, did the game, which wound up going 10 innings. And we got it in, packed up. We're getting ready to leave. And then they turned all the lights out.
Uh-oh.
Mark and I were like two blind mice trying to feel our way out of the stadium. Mark says, be careful. I think there's something in front of you. And me saying, what? Pow! Right into a couch.
Couch.
Had I known you back then, honey, I'd have been chanting that.
No, here's
There's
the thing.
more.
I wouldn't even have been chanting that because of the fact that the film wasn't even in development.
Now, there's more. Then get going again, go around the table, and then I walk into a wall.
Snake.
I was so blind that wall, pow. And finally, I get wall. Yes. Finally, we get to the entrance where there's some ambient light. Now, I'm at Standard Bank Stadium in Crestwood, suburb of the south side of Chicago. Finally get to where it's ambient light. My legs are hurting. My chest is hurting. My head hurts. Why? Wall.
Because yes, wall, it is you.
Coupled with the couch.
Because yes, couch, it is also you.
I wake up the next morning with a roaring headache. And for some crazy reason, gee, I wonder what that is, my legs were hurting bad. Then I remembered Standard Bank Stadium. They were getting ready for the season, and a couch was in the way.
And a rogue wall appeared.
I've learned my lesson since. Whenever I go to Standard Bank Stadium, I go during the daytime. And the folks at the stadium are kind enough to make sure all the press get out before they turn off the lights.
Right.
That is my retro dolt of the week. And to think the game went 10 innings.
Oh, boy.
The game went a full 10 innings. And there were two out in the bottom of the 10th when Roosevelt got the winning run home.
I have a whole truck story that's like that, though.
What happened?
We had a good game. This game went about 14 innings. It was 10-10.
Oh, jeez.
Home team is on winning runs at third base with 2 out. Pitcher doesn't come set. He takes a sign and he tosses it to the third base. Clear ball, right?
Yeah.
The umpires look at me. I look at the umpires. I'm like, we have a meeting. This is a good game. Are we really going to end this game on a balk? Like, really? Let them go through. Let them go. Don't even call it.
Right.
So they don't call it.
Right.
Pitcher, does come set, but he throws the ball over the wall, over the third base line.
Game over.
I said, well, it's going to end one of two ways. It's going to go the screwy way, but okay. That's it. That's all, folks.
He threw it over the wall.
He just got away from him.
Yeah.
This guy already stole a base. The guy out there already stolen a base, so he was already in the back of his head.
With throwing the ball over the wall. Oh, jeez. You gotta love that. You gotta love that.
I was like, the only person that could have caught that throw was Yao Ming, and Yao Ming doesn't play little league baseball.
Baseball,
in English,
man. Baseball.
Nobody talks about baseball. B, are you for real?
Are you for real? Wait, give me this button. I got to do it. And thank you, Cole, for installing this. But nobody talks about baseball.
Bitch, are you for real?
I remember the day he sent that to me.
I've never heard of anyone saying this, especially in sports broadcasting. One of the oldest pastimes. Nobody talks about it. What?
I was told by a certain individual when I lived in North Carolina not to talk about baseball.
What did you do?
I talked about baseball a lot.
I mean, is there that you have?
I do it every day. Well, practically every day.
You have two
That's the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And you know something, Dietz? Jay Spivey was with me in that conversation.
But
the only time that he wanted us, just a moment. The only time he wanted us to talk about baseball was when Hank Aaron passed away. And a little to your left, Dietz. And I got the clear instruction. You want to talk about something? You want to talk about something ridiculous? I got the clear instruction for me and Jay to keep the segment to 20 minutes. In my head, I'm thinking,
Bitch, are you for real?
20 minutes for Hank Aaron.
You know how long that segment was?
Please say it went over an hour.
85 minutes.
Good.
85 minutes. No commercial. Didn't take a commercial break or nothing. We just talked Hank Aaron, his impact on baseball and baseball. Jay and I did for 85 minutes. Nah.
I've never heard of it.
But do you want to know how dumb that statement is? No, this is somebody who's telling you that they run a sports radio network, right?
Right.
This is a sports radio network.
Mm-hmm.
The originator of sports radio networks is WFAN in New York.
In New York, yep.
They talk baseball 365 days a year. They have strict baseball shows on every single day. They talk baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're telling me, nobody listens to it, the thing that started sports radio
is baseball.
They still do it. So Get out of here. Get out of here.
WFAN premiered their all sports talk in '87 with Mike and the Mad Dog. First thing they talked about on their first show, guess what? Baseball. So once again, translation. Go ahead, Victor.
In this group, you have a Mets fan, two White Sox fans, one Red Sox fan. Of course, we have a slew of Yankee fans. We have a couple Cub fans.
Yep.
You mean to tell me that you don't think anyone talks about baseball? I guess he thinks no one in North Carolina talks about baseball because I guess they'll have a professional
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that people say, "Oh, you're a sports program. You can't talk politics." What was the first show on WFAN? Imus in the morning.
Imus in the morning.
This is where you go. Like, no, follow what the grandfather of sports radio. They didn't even start with a sports radio program. They had Imus in the morning, and then it went into the sports radio side. So you can do both. It is possible.
Right. And Imus in the morning talked about everything. We talked 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. Imus in the morning Imus talked about everything for 4 hours.
Yep.
Jeez, imagine if this crazy crew went 4 hours.
Oh my God.
Oh,
we've done 3.
We've done 3.
We've actually done 4 a couple times.
We have
3 years ago.
We have
done 4.
3 years.
I was never here for those 4-hour ones.
Oh, those are a long time.
Yeah.
I remember being part of it. I remember being part of it.
I would love to do like a 4-hour special with you guys sometime.
Don't tempt me.
This is the one.
You know what? Let's make a deal. 4 hours, completely uncensored. We talk about whatever we want.
You don't want that.
Yes, I do.
I mean,
no,
you're talking about.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's okay, you know what? Hold up. Let's really make this interesting then. Let's really make this interesting.
What?
The next time we go 4 hours, this one has a super stream for it.
I was gonna say we're talking about the cute empress that does
60
to 70 to 100 hour streams.
Hey Jen, you really want to make this a double play and put it on your net and put it on your stream also? Why the hell not? We'll discuss that later. Let's take a break.
Done.
When y'all get back, Indiana versus Oregon. Who wins and why? Make your picks in the chat.
First one to 50.
Screw that. First one to 60.
I don't think so.
First one to 500. No. I know this is not going to happen. It's going to be like a 30-point game, but first one
take the under tonight.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now, these defenses came to play.
They did. Especially Indiana's. Good Lord. In my mind, I'm thinking first one to 60 wins this game, but that's not going to happen.
Okay, hang on. So actually, I do have a question about the college stuff.
All right.
So the second semifinal tonight is the final then next week.
No.
2 weeks.
The final is January 19th. The final is January 19th.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The final is 2 weeks.
It's like
finals a week.
Why is it on a Monday?
Who cares?
It's like what I had with the
We talked about it yesterday. It makes no sense to put it on Monday, but I do know why. I do know why they give them 2 weeks. I do know why they give them 2 weeks. I'll explain that when we come back.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Clapper.
Super Bowl gets like what, 2.5, 2, 3.
Hey,
AM for you.
AM Clapper, take that. Nobody talks about any member of my crew and gets away with it.
Oh Lord.
Back in the deuce. Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. The Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. one of our own, Brother Wright's class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week, from last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars. The bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program, and staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters. Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com. Back to business here on Snowman in the morning. Second semifinal is tonight. It's the top-ranked Indiana Hoosiers taking on the breakneck Oregon Ducks. And the person who was saying that Jen doesn't serve a purpose here, yeah, you're out of here. Hit the road, Jack, and hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Yeah, well, clearly you haven't watched. Clearly you haven't watched all season.
Right.
Clearly you haven't seen.
What are we doing here? Come on.
Clearly you haven't seen. And
the magic question was asked.
I will obey a rule here. Clearly you haven't seen Jen kick our butts in the picks this year.
In the picks.
So
yeah. So get out.
You get the heck out of here and don't you come back.
But actually, it was a perfect comment because we just talked about you can do more than sport. We can do more. It doesn't. I mean,
I'm the person here who runs the Uma Musume races.
We can walk and chew gum. We can walk and chew bubble gum at the same time.
I have a purpose.
We can do two things.
I have a purpose. I swear.
Yeah. So, get out of here. She has more.
Let's see.
You know what?
Let's see. Uma Musume's, the arcade.
Right.
The anime get done.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? For the person who made that comment, this is for you. Now give me this dog on camera. Jen has no purpose, huh? Okay, let me break this down for you, sir. She serves more of a purpose than you ever will. She serves more of a purpose. She serves more of a purpose than the Cub fans talking about Steve Bartman.
Oh,
she serves more. She serves more of a purpose than John Sterling coming out of retirement to call Yankees games, and then they get spanked in the World Series, and then he rides off into the sunset again. She serves more. She serves more of a purpose than Tuukka Rask did in Game 6. I'm sorry, that was obligatory.
What's worse is I was actually going to go there.
Are we making bad jokes then?
She serves more of a purpose than Tony Graffinino did in Game 2 of the Division Series in 05 when he let a ball go through his legs. Skirts anybody?
She serves more of a purpose than Bill Buckner.
Forget Buckner.
Hey,
Victor, this is for you. She serves more of a purpose than Dak Prescott under center. She serves more of a okay. This is for Victor.
Napoleon.
This is for Victor and Dietz. She serves more of a purpose than Matt Uberfools did as a defensive coordinator.
Look at Napoleon's comment in the chat.
She serves more of a purpose than the Raiders being in Las Vegas. How about those apples? Move myself here. She serves more of a purpose.
She serves more of a purpose. Okay.
She serves more of a purpose than you did in this chat a few moments ago.
She serves more of a purpose than Travis Kelce's bank account.
Oh wow. Okay. This one's for Jen. This one's for the person who tried to clown, and I'm gonna pull an Uno reverse card. Jen serves more of a purpose than Niji Sanji.
And gun run. And all the rest of them.
Gun run.
I think you guys are missing the bigger problem. Most people, when they realize they don't have a purpose or they don't serve a purpose, they want to tell someone else they do.
They want to I'm sorry, I sent that to.
Oh my god!
That individual probably like, I don't serve a purpose, so I'm going to go ahead and tell someone else they don't serve a purpose.
Man, she serves more of a purpose than Niji Sanji trying to run a business. How about that?
Which is failing.
Which is failing more. Which is failing more than the Cincinnati Reds.
Is it bad? Is it bad that I want to say one?
Okay.
She serves more of a purpose than the Los Angeles. She serves more of a purpose than than the Las Vegas Athletics. How about that? Doesn't serve a purpose here. You're talking about a person that runs Uma Musume every Tuesday, hangs with us to do the picks every Friday, talks sports with us as she's getting to know some of the sports that we talk about, her being in the UK, us being here in the US. And she doesn't serve a purpose? Are you sick?
She serves more of a purpose than Deshaun Watson's contract in Cleveland.
Napoleon is a chat
purpose than Cleveland, period. She serves more of a purpose than Cleveland, period. She serves more of a purpose. Victor, this is for Victor and for Dietz. She serves more of a purpose than Gerald Jones.
No, that's what Napoleon said in the chat.
She serves more. Look.
Come on, dude.
She serves more of a purpose than the guy who told me not to talk about baseball on my sports show.
I serve more of a
You're an
purpose.
idiot. You're an idiot. Period. You're stupid. You're an idiot. And unless you got a little bit, and unless you act like you got some sense, thank you, Pops, for that statement. Don't ever come back here again. And that's that. A break, and then we talk a little WNBA with Allison Moran, and we don't know what the hell is going on with the
Napoleon. A brick wall serves more of a purpose than Gerald Jones. I don't know why you even put that up there.
Hey, that's Napoleon's comment, not mine.
Yeah, here's one that he put that you missed. Napoleon says she serves more of a purpose than Geno Smith all season.
Well, like I said, a brick wall can serve more purpose than Geno Smith.
That's why I tackled the Raiders. That's why I tackled the Raiders. And as a joke and a joke only, and our guest is going to laugh. As a joke only, she serves more of a purpose than DJ Moore.
Uh-oh.
I had to do it.
Here comes Ellie.
I had to do it.
She serves more of a purpose than Aaron Rodgers.
That's true.
I had to do it. Take a break.
I'll give you one even better. She serves more of a purpose than Angel Reese.
The mustard obeys me. I don't obey the mustard. The mustard obeys me.
Good God.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
And what does Georgia do? Well, as a team that has a championship pedigree would do, they came out full guns blazing, just like a tested SEC team would do. And
Big 12.
That team right there that is ranked 15 that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked dead last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC.
Start with the biggest name first. Chapel Bill now. It's no longer called Chapel Hill. It's called Chapel Bill because Bill Belichick is now the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The CFP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. Cause we take this job so serious.
Nacho fry. Would you like a nacho fry? Would you like a nacho fry?
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I don't know what the hell possessed me to do that one.
Nacho fry.
I don't know.
Nacho fry?
I don't know what the hell possessed me to do that one.
Napoleon did.
Boy.
Napoleon did.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
For me and the Lord, we got an understanding.
You like that? You like that?
You're listening to WBWS-DB, your new Chicago Sports Hub radio voice.
You like that? You like that?
You're listening to WHDR-DB, your radio home and voice of the Carolinas.
You like that? You like that?
You're listening to WJKS-DB, your Hoosier Sports home and Indiana Sports Hub play-by-play voice.
You like that? You like that?
So I've been playing around a little bit with the station IDs.
It's 2 Chainz.
So I've been playing around a little bit.
Napoleon says, I know what possessed you to make the Guru bumper, and it's called Beyond the Myth, 5 years of Hololive English.
You know what? I won't argue.
Oh,
Somebody's waiting for us.
We have another queen.
Yes, we do.
Greetings, my subjects. Greetings. And Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy
So
New
we'll
Year
have
to
4
you.
kings and 3 queens once Deb gets here. But now we have 2.
In other
Vic,
words,
Vic,
we'll have
One empress,
Vic?
1 empress, 2 queens, and
one
an
Thank you.
empress,
Thank you.
3 if you count the queen behind me that's working right now because she's getting in on the picks.
Absolutely.
And of course, Allie, how's your recovery going?
Recovery is going fabulous. I'm mostly getting around without a cane, and which is fabulous unless there's ice outside, in which case I do not feel comfortable. But my physical therapists tell me that I'm really on my way. I've got 3 more sessions with them, and I'll be, taking on Dietz in the marathon this year, I think. So
there you go.
You're on, buddy.
I think Allie was like,
We said something during the we said something during the last segment in which a rogue chatter decided to try and clown Jen, and we said something that had Allie laughing in the back. When we said Jen is more useful than Angel Reese, Victor said that.
Yeah. I love that.
We had someone come in here saying, "Get this anime chick off here. She has no purpose."
No, that's so not fair.
Wrong.
And
we
then
determined.
I said Justin Fields.
And then
Dog said Angel Reese.
Listen,
you're muted, dog.
Listen.
I bless you all.
When that comment came in, I went completely off. I didn't use any George Carlin words, but nobody, and the Snowman means nobody, comes in this chat and be rude to my crew and gets away with it. You are
But you did forget one. You did forget one, Snowman.
Which one did I forget?
Jen has more of a purpose than Kathy Engelberg.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, that was coming.
Can that
What
be
a great transition.
Can that be more?
Here's what you call a transition. Take a bow.
Jen has more purpose. You know what? Jen has more purpose than Kathy Engelberg and the WNBA negotiation board at the same time.
Even dog is barking in agreement.
The dogs here that you're hearing that Shane is taking care of have more of a purpose than you. Okay.
That brings us to it.
Yeah.
It is January 9th, right?
It is January 9th, and at 11:59 p.m., the extension ends. So, you think they're going to get a deal done at this point? Hell no. They're not.
You didn't do it right.
Me?
I'll help. Jen, I'll help you. You think they're gonna get? You think the W is gonna get a deal done before 11:59 tonight?
We're still on radio, right?
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
I like that.
There's your.
I'll keep bopping.
We've heard. How do I say it? Noth and ing.
Mm-hmm.
In the word,
that's right.
The WNBA, and I had a fight with someone that thought they knew the W, and they talked about this major deal that Kathy Engelberg quote unquote struck. I said, let me stop you right there. Kathy Engelberg didn't make that deal. Adam Silver did.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes on and on and on and on to the point where I took my headphones off, walked away, got a snack, came back, and he's still rambling.
He's still talking.
I put my headphones back on and I said, "Are you finished?" He said, "Yeah." And you can't defute anything that I said. I said, "Well, first of all, I didn't hear anything you said because I walked away because you were talking a whole bunch of bull." And secondly, you don't know your sports. And I kicked him out.
Well, what you've got to understand is we've all gone through 3 major strikes.
Yep.
And some of us more, some of us less, but we've seen 3 major strikes: baseball, hockey, and we saw a football strike.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a lockout.
I've seen 3 footballs.
Each one of these times that there was a lockout, on that last day, you got reporting of they're meeting at 11 a.m.
Yep.
And then the next time we hear from them is 11 p.m. Oh, there wasn't, they were in there working for 12 hours on trying to make a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Is there even a meeting? Like,
no.
We don't hear anything about the 2 sides meeting together.
And you won't either. This will be this will be the NHL 2004-2005 all over again.
Absolutely.
Because if anyone remembers 2004, we lost the full season of the NHL because the 2 sides couldn't come together.
We lost a good chunk of
season.
We lost a good chunk of the NBA season due to a lockout.
2011.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
The season was shortened to 60. This is the most ridiculous 66-game season I've ever seen in my life. How the hell are you going to play 66 games in 3 months and then still be on time for the playoffs and the World Championship Series? That's like the last. I've got to tell you, that's like one of the last full seasons in the NBA I paid attention to, the 66-game season.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
That's the last full season I paid attention to because it began on Christmas Day.
Yep.
With 5 games on the tube. 5 of them.
I will tell you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just wanted to say that I remember back to 1994 and the Major League Baseball strike. You know how long it took Major League Baseball to come back from that?
Years.
It took until the 1998 season when you had Sammy Sosa. I call him Hammy Sosa every now and again because he loves.
The 94 strike is what killed the Expos.
Exactly. Yes.
You know what? You know what? I'm so mad that we lost the rest of that season.
It killed Ken Griffey Jr.
It killed
the Chicago White Sox.
Oh man!
It killed the White Sox.
The White Sox were on their way. The White Sox were on their way to the World Series, and if you think about it, so were the Montreal Expos. They were the 2 best teams They were the 2 best teams in Major League Baseball, and at that time, we had just kicked Cleveland's ass in a 4-game series. And then they locked the door. Frank Thomas was on his way to another MVP.
Absolutely.
He was on his way to 50 home runs and about 120 RBIs. And one of the only games I went to in that 94 season, they played the Detroit Tigers. They were supposed to be on national television. Note the highlighted word. Supposed to be on national television. But no. ABC decided to make it a regional game, even though it was televised on ABC, and they put another game in front of it, which was boring. Meanwhile, Frank Thomas was hitting a grand slam to tie the game in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Mm-hmm.
And then the White Sox won it in the 10th on a walk-off single.
Right.
Yelled my brains out, lost my voice, lost my ears, didn't know what the heck I was doing, and then I went home and celebrated with my dad. My dad was sick. He couldn't make it. But
the worst thing about that strike was Tony Gwynn was en route to being the best hitter of all time.
400.
And doing something that no one will ever do, and no one will ever do it now that baseball, they don't care about average anymore.
400.
Tony Gwynn was batting over 400.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is
I love
insane.
Tony Gwynn was one of my favorite players that I loved watching. I loved
interviewing him. He was fun.
He seems like he was a fun guy to talk to.
He was so gracious, so nice to me. I can't tell you about anybody else, but he was very nice to me.
Well, I had a chance to interview a former Bulls coach, despite people telling me I wouldn't be able to do it, and that was Tom Thibodeau.
Oh yeah.
Tom sat there. Listen, Tom is hard-nosed, but he'll sit down with you for a good 20 minutes and talk about any and everything. So I had the pleasure of talking to him. And I also had the pleasure, and Allie, you remember this because you were there when it happened, to do an interview with one Elena Deladon.
Absolutely.
Who was an absolute sweetheart.
Absolutely.
And she was an absolute sweetheart. Okay. But WNBA, what are you doing? That's all I got. That's all I got to say. Now I'm willing to bet you that what Chris just said will come to fruition. We will hear nothing. Nothing.
Here's the latest though. Because I feel a distinct obligation to give this information out as to where the strike is and where the negotiations are at this moment. Now, sources familiar with the discussions say that the union proposal suggested a 30% revenue share in addition to increased salary caps that would reach $10.5 million. Now, the league believes that this would result in $700 million in losses, which the union disagrees with.
Of course.
The current contract gives the players just a 9% revenue share, and compared with the NBA, which has about 50% of the revenue redistributed. I can't speak today.
Redistribution. How about that?
Thank you to the players. And now the men's players also receive portions of their jersey sales, which the women's players do not under the current deal. Imagine that. I mean, it's your name on the back of the jersey. I mean,
imagine what Caitlin Clark would be making if she received a percentage of her jersey sales alone.
So wait a minute. So you're telling me a Caitlin Clark Iowa jersey makes Caitlin Clark more money than an Indiana Fever jersey?
That's absolutely right. Yeah. Thanks to the NIL. It's
that is fantastic.
All right.
I quit.
And
I did my walk off yesterday. We
had a good one from Dietz yesterday.
Oh, sorry, I missed it. It's
you hang around. You may see me walk off again.
That was my third time doing it, so it's okay.
All right, folks. She's here with us every Friday to make some picks. And a very dear friend of the show, please welcome two-time Emmy Award-winning producer, the one, the only, Deb Whitkus.
So what kind of poker hand?
Happy New Year, girlfriend.
Hold on. What kind of poker hand would this? What kind of poker hand would this be? You got 4 kings, 2 queens, and an empress. What would this be?
It's a queendom.
It's a poker term we haven't come up with yet. And since Deb is here, and I'm afraid of what they're going to do on Sunday, I'll just go ahead and get this out of the way now.
You might not hear it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the sign?
Oh, no,
She got the hat,
it hasn't gone anywhere.
There it is.
How about that? I had Jen singing that when I popped into Discord one day. And given the fact that it is at Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the world champion Eagles, I have a surprise for you, Deb. Somehow I found this. This is the official stadium version.
Okay, yeah, I was like, wait, I hear this every time I'm at the game.
Holy cannoli!
Cannoli's here.
Holy
Hey!
cannoli!
Cannoli!
Oh, baby boy, baby. Oh.
What do you think of the Eagles San Francisco game, huh?
Hey, Cannoli.
How cute is that?
He's adorable.
Cannoli to Deb is like Lucy to me, because Lucy pops in here from time to time, and so do all of my cats. Y'all have seen all my cats.
Too. All of it's not made an appearance lately. Maybe she'll come up today.
Maybe. I got the feeling I'll get a visit from one of my cats a little bit later. All right, let's get down to business. Let's do this doggone thing. Cannoli is here with us. My pets are hanging around here somewhere. Because you know what? The leader of the cat bunch is Winnie. Y'all have seen Winnie. Winnie will just pop up out of nowhere. While I'm working, I will have my hands on the keyboard and I'm working on a project. Winnie will just hop into my lap and headbutt me as if to say, it's my turn.
Yeah.
As my wife described. Yep.
Now, if only I could get Freddie to sit in my lap.
Aw.
Wow.
I have to tell you, and this might be too much information, but my cats know how to open the door in the bathroom, so I have to lock it.
Oh my
God.
My cat the same way. Knows how to open the bathroom door for no reason.
Damn.
My cat Freddie knows how to sort of like push any door open, and yet he doesn't know how to pull it the other way to get out.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes I kid you not. You remember when I was home alone over the New Year period?
Yes.
There were some points where I would like come up to my room to get dressed for the day, and Freddie had tracked himself in here.
Oh my gosh.
Like he will open the door to come in, and then like he doesn't know how to open it the other way to get out, so he just sits in here and waits for me.
And gives you that look.
That's a cat thing, because Gandalf does the same thing.
Oh,
you
love the name Gandalf.
That's
cool.
You know who does that a lot? You know who does that a lot here? Binks. Binks has become a real cuddler. So one
like
day,
Jar Jar Binks.
Yep.
Actually,
from my wife named him, and I forgot where she got the name from. It's from a movie. But Joni and I were taking a nap one day, and we left the door cracked a little bit.
Is it Hocus Pocus?
Cannoli's
I don't
freaking out
think
if
so.
whoever's dog is barking.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh man. Here, we left our bedroom door cracked a little bit. The next thing I know, I turn over and there's Binks and Pumpkin right there. So fell back to sleep thinking, okay, they're gonna find their way out of the room. Nope. We wake up and everybody's there, including Lucy.
Aww. Love that though, the whole fam.
I look at Jody, she looks at me and she goes, yeah, all of our furry children are in here.
No.
And they were all knocked out. They were all sleeping. All right. We got to get down to business because we got some picks to make to wrap this week up and get on out of here. And we will start in North Carolina, don't ask why, where we have the Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Dog, you got the numbers, or do I need to get them?
10.5 for the Rams, over under 45.5.
Okay, Rams. The Los Angeles Rams. There is no other. do we all just sweep it for the Rams?
I think it's high time for the.
I got my Rams shirt on today too, with my.
There you go.
It's a total conflict of interest, but I'm doing it and I don't care.
Okay.
Deb, what do you think I go through every week?
I think it's high
I got a
time.
conflict of interest. I got a 49er cup and I got a Colts jacket.
Right.
And I cover both. And like you, Deb, I cover both teams. I get it.
What are you gonna do?
I
think it's in hell with the NFC with the actual championship game because I think it's.
I think it's high time for the carrot to finally turn to the pumpkin for the Panthers.
Yeah, I agree.
If for nothing else, to give Mr. Spivey some peace of mind. So I'm going with the Rams.
Which means you got 3 words.
3?
Miss
3.
Everest?
3?
Just 3.
3.
All right. Sweet that ish.
There we go.
All right.
Saturday night.
What is it, Deb? What is it?
For the memes, just put this in the back of your mind. Just put this in the back of your mind. What if the Rams lose and playmakers here on Monday?
Oh, he's going to be here either way. I bet you.
Yeah, but imagine
what you have on your mind, Deb.
the explosion that's going to happen in the playmakers.
Deb, what's up? What's up?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So eerie playoff anniversary. So the Panthers and the Rams have only met once before in the playoffs. It was a divisional round game, January 10th, 2004. Now,
Wow.
In St. Louis. In St. Louis.
Yep, same date of the game, 21 years later.
How about that?
The only difference is instead of the Rams being the home team, the Panthers somehow, some way are the home team.
Yeah, we don't know how that happened.
And I don't know how that happened.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing as well. The Rams lost back-to-back games in week 16 and 17. So is that a continued downward slide? I think it's going to be interesting. What's that?
They won their last game against the Cardinals.
Yeah,
And Stafford
they beat the heck out of the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did beat the heck out of them.
The Panthers beat them.
16 and 17 were the games.
Did beat them week 13, 31-28. So
Next.
Rams. So we'll
All
see.
right,
Anyway,
as Dog
We'll
says
see.
Best, as Dog says best. Next on the hit list. Don't ask. Okay, it's the Green Bay Packers traveling to Chicago, where it will be a balmy 9 degrees at kickoff to face the 2-seeded Chicago Bears. Dog, give us the numbers.
Green Bay favored 1.5, over under 44.5.
And again, as I mentioned, this is going to be a balmy 9 degrees at kickoff. Meanwhile, here today in southern Indiana, it is 64 degrees.
Wow.
Holy cow.
We're in Los Angeles right now.
Damn. That's like us yesterday.
I took
share the
Lucy out.
heat.
I took Lucy out this morning, and I put my sweatshirt on, partially because I'm on blood thinners. I walk out, and it's bomb. You would think it was a summer day. Just
Crazy.
getting started with a summer day.
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm going to start with Dietz on this round. Dietz, talk to me.
Well, the biggest thing in this game is, can Green Bay keep Jordan Love? A, can they keep him healthy? And B, can they keep him standing upright?
Right.
Because when Jordan Love played the whole game, the Packers wiped the floor with the Bears. When Jordan Love went out, the Bears beat the Packers. So Jordan Love has got to stay up. And what's the best way to keep him healthy?
Run the game.
Hand the ball to Josh Jacobs.
Yep. Run the ball.
Hand the ball to Josh Jacobs. Let him do his thing. And this one's for Victor.
Yeah.
That is Sir George Teague and the
George
Packers.
Teague.
George Teague.
I'm going with the Packers.
Downstairs to Deb.
Yeah, I think I'm agreeing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to change it. I keep going back and forth on this game if you can't tell. Green Bay is just a little bit too injured. There's no Micah Parsons. Chicago has been killing it. I'm going to go Chicago.
I'm going with the Packers because the last time the Packers played the Bears at Soldier Field with a 70% Aaron Rodgers for the NFC Championship, you had the weather, you had the Bears at home as the number 2 seed, and the Packers socked them in the mouth with half a team. They marched downfield in 7 plays. It was 7-0 before anybody could blink, and the Bears were so stunned, Jay Cutler chickened out.
He got on the bike. He got on the bike and never returned. So I'm going with like Dietz said, the best way to keep your quarterback upright is to give your running back the football. I think Josh Jacobs touches it 30 times and the Packers win. All right. Downstairs to Allison.
As you know, my affinity is with the Bears, but here's the problem I'm having, and I'm like Deb. I've been going back and forth, just like a time clock, all this week about this game. And the thing is that the Bears have not shown me enough to say that they can overcome even a Micah Parsons-less Packers team. I think that the Packers and Bears are going to go back and forth, and the final possession's going to win the game. Caleb cannot afford to be the cardiac Caleb that he's been virtually all season, including the last Packers game. That said, I'm still going to go with my Bears because I can never root for the Packers.
Of course not. Of course not.
No.
And my mother for years, whenever the Packers played the Bears, my mother for years would say to me, "Are you going to watch this game?" No. She says, "What? You're not a Bears fan?" No. She goes, "Why not? Joe Montana, that's why." And my dad heard that conversation and cracked up.
He didn't hit you or anything, huh?
Dog, you're next.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Fuck. Hang on a second. Last time I flipped a coin, it landed on Earnhardt. Before that, it landed on Xbox, so I don't know what to tell you.
Just go with the Packers.
Green Bay in overtime. Screw it.
Victor, you're next.
Well, while Dog's coin landed on Xbox, I flipped the coin and Riku Tazumi stole it this time.
Hey, look.
Here's the thing.
I flipped the coin and Niji Sanji stole it.
Well,
all
here's
right?
the thing. I have one request for both teams.
What's that?
If you are on your initial drive and it's 3rd or 4th down and you're near the red zone, take the
points. Exactly.
Honestly, this has been a crapshoot. I'm gonna go with Chicago only because the Bears have shown me some things in the past couple games. They came out with some late heroics to win against Green Bay. They had a slugfest against San Francisco.
Oh my God, that game was crazy.
Yes, that was great.
I think the Bears are turning the corner. This is going to be a more defensive test than a Caleb Williams test. Can the Bears get to Jordan Love and Jacobs? That's going to be the telltale. But I'm going to go with the Bears in OT.
And I decided, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to put the headset on for these games on Saturday. I figure, why not test my new setup and just go ahead and do it? So you're hearing it here.
Well, you're gonna have to find this one. You're gonna have to find this one because it's behind a paywall on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Listen, that's a paywall that my beauty took care of. So I will have
there you go.
that. I will have that one. On to Sunday. And we begin in the land of AEW.
Whoa.
AFC.
Whoa. Whoa.
Boss.
Oh, I forgot someone. Up here to
we forgot someone.
I got her now. Upstairs to Jen with a split card.
Oh, it's a split.
It's a split.
Really? We're really split between
Yes,
the
we're
Packers
split
and
with
the Bears.
Yes,
Are we
we're splitting
serious?
the
Are we
Yes.
serious?
It's actually 3-3.
Yep. It's
Yep.
3-3.
You get to break the tie.
Even given the fact that some members of this panel are trusting everything and throwing everything in, and I hate to do this joke, but I got to do it, and y'all know what's coming. For DJ Moore.
Well, he caught the touchdown pass that won the last game.
I don't even want to deal with this. I don't even want to deal with this. Just fence me.
Like I said,
We'll allow it. We'll allow it because it is a
game-winning pass.
We'll allow it because it is a split card. On to Sunday,
And she already clinched the game. She already clinched the season.
She already kicked our butts, so why not? On to Sunday. We start in Jacksonville, where the Jaguars are hosting a playoff game. I repeat, the Jaguars are hosting a playoff game. They host the Buffalo Bills at 1 o'clock. This game will be on CBS, and I'm going to start with Dietz.
I'm gonna go back to 1993.
No,
Cornelius Bennett. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. The Jags have the better record, but the Bills have the better team. Josh Allen's a better quarterback, and they know how to get it done in the playoffs. I'm going with Buffalo on the road.
Downstairs to Deb.
Do they know how to get it done in the playoffs, though? Because I'm not sure.
Well,
every single year, I pick the Bills to go on and do it all, and they have disappointed me for like the last 5 years.
But this year, Pat Mahomes isn't there this year to get in their way.
That is true. Okay, that is a good point. I do agree. Bills are the more balanced team. Josh Allen, MVP talks always. The Jags are hot. Trevor Lawrence throwing those touchdowns. They've won 8 in a row.
Sunshine.
Am I gonna go? I should go Bills on the. You know what? I should go Bills. I can't do it. I just don't believe in it anymore.
I can't do it. You can't make me do it.
Going with the Jaguars. Next door to Allie.
Oh boy. Josh Allen is 0-4 on the road in playoff games. Sean McDermott is 0-5. And the last Bills road playoff win came back in 1992 in the AFC Championship game in Miami. Okay. Given that, yes, the Bills are a stronger team than the Jacksonville Jaguars overall. So, in a 50-50% chance matchup, I'm actually going to go with the Jaguars.
Next door to the dog. And he froze on.
Well,
he's there.
I'm back. It's a battle between Team Dudley and the Young Bucks. Someone's getting put through a table.
Yes.
Someone's going to get BTE triggered. And at the end of the day, the fans are actually going to be the ones to win this game. That being said, who's going to win the championship on this one? I really don't care because I don't want to see either team in New England.
Fair.
Screw it. AEW's been hotter. Give me Jacksonville.
All right. My turn. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills, but as Ali pointed out, their last road win came in Miami at old Joe Robbie Stadium in 1992 when they beat the Dolphins 29-10. They haven't won on the road since. In the playoffs, I say that curse is broken. Why? And Pizzle, this is for you. because nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Although I have the part of me, I went back and forth on this game because Jacksonville is red hot. 8 straight wins coming into this weekend, and they host a playoff game, which means Alltel Stadium is going to be louder than hell. How do the Bills handle that noise? That's going to be the question. That in mind, I'm going with the Bills. Let's go downstairs to Victor.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a game. Here comes Mr. Sunshine. No, I just can't really get behind Jacksonville. I think they got lucky, and unfortunately, I think I just got a call from Tony Khan. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks ain't making it, so I'm going with the Bills.
Which means
you brought up those road losses. How many of those road losses are at Arrowhead Stadium?
Correct.
True.
I mean, I think it's each and every one of them.
And they don't have to see Arrowhead. They don't have to. I don't care if it's GE. I do not care if it's GEHA Field. It's Arrowhead Stadium, just like it's Rich Stadium in Orchard Park, which means to Jen, we have a split card.
Also, it's split.
Yep.
I had to take a call for a bit during this one, so okay, if I remember, Snowman said that the Jaguars were like 7-8 games in a row.
They won 8 in a row. Yes.
But I also remember Buffalo's been doing well this season as well.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I run into a problem. Am I still off the fence?
You clinched the damn thing. You're fine.
You're fine. You're fine.
Even if you're wrong, you're fine.
We only had the playoffs in case it was close, and by week 3, it wasn't close.
Right.
By week 3, Jen was
pretty much
clear. Listen, by week 3, Jen was clear out here, and we're still at the starting line wondering what the hell just happened.
Right.
All right.
Here we are 24 games later.
The one I am afraid of, and I've been telling Eagle fans, look, my second favorite NFC team is the Philadelphia Eagles. I've made no bones about that. Well, Philadelphia hosts my beloved San Francisco 49ers, and I'm afraid to see, yep, I got it. Philadelphia laying 5.5 at the link. I don't have to ask where Deb's going. You can just look on the hat and see that.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm really upset at Nick Sirianni for sitting the starters. We could have played Green Bay. I mean,
Jimmy Jean Sirianni does it again.
I felt the same way, Deb. I don't understand it, except, well, they'd already clinched the playoff spot, so that's why.
Strikes again.
If you have a bye, you can sit your starters.
Yeah.
If you have a bye, you can sit your starters.
But he should have went for the number 2 seed. He didn't. And now we're playing San Francisco, which you just never know with San Francisco. They could very well beat the Eagles. But because I'm an Eagles fan, I'm going Eagles, of course.
You know what? Yeah. I'm split on this one. And you know what? Since Jen already clinched the season, I'm sitting on the fence.
Join me.
I am sitting, and I already know that Jen's on the fence. We can get that out of the way. So, with that in mind, and it's one of the few times I will sit on the fence because it's my 2 favorite NFC teams going at it in Philadelphia, and the Niners are beat up. But the craziest thing happened.
Really good.
The craziest thing happened this year with the 49ers being as beat up as they are. They won 6 in a row at one point. And I'm sitting there thinking, and after the Bears game, Victor and I talked after the Bears game, and my simple question was, what the hell just happened with that shootout? Deb texted me one word, wow.
I did.
Yeah. So we may see that again. We'll see what happens. Upstairs to Dietz.
All right, I had two other cards for this, but it doesn't work for the joke, so I'm gonna go for the joke. We have the Ricky Running Waters Bowl.
Nice. Ricky
All right,
so that's it. I quit. I'm out of here. Screw it.
Here's the problem with the 49ers. Now, we talked about how beat up the 49ers are. Who would have thought the biggest injury to the 49ers is Ricky Pearsall?
Ricky Pearsall, yep.
Yeah,
they don't have anybody else to throw the ball to other than George the Animal Kittle. And if you don't have guys that can take the top off the defense, George Kittle is not going to do much. So and teams like Philadelphia are able to stack up against Christian McCaffrey. So that's where the 49ers are at a big disadvantage. If Pearsall can't go, or if he's going at 50%, it's not going to work. I think the Eagles have too much defense, so I'm going with the Eagles version of Ricky Running Waters.
Ricky Running Waters. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris Berman. All right, Allie.
Love it. Love it. Well, I think that there's no question in my mind that the Eagles offense is going to get going. The 49ers have a porous defense at best.
Porous.
And I'm honestly thinking that there's no way that the Eagles should lose this game. There's too many weapons on both sides.
Yep.
Yep.
Allie,
So-
you know me. That's the way it looks. You know, sometimes when I do my picks, I use my heart instead of my head. Logically, I know that Philadelphia can boat race the 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Niners are too,
Oh, yeah.
the Niners are too beat up. But if the Niners are that beat up, tell me how the hell they went 12-5 and snuck into the playoffs and on the verge of the number 1 seed until Seattle punched us in the mouth.
But there's also one guy who historically goes gangbusters against the 49ers, and that would be Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. Yep.
Saquon Barkley just has base against the 49ers.
It's a running back matchup. It's Saquon Barkley versus Christian
PNC.
McCaffrey.
Literally.
The first one, you know what? Deb, I'll use one of your lines that you sent to me. The first one to 1,000 yards wins.
Yep. I like that.
First one to 1,000 yards wins. Dog, are you ready? Or is he frozen? I think he's frozen.
I think he is frozen.
He's frozen. We'll
All
get
right.
his pick. We'll get his pick in a little bit. Victor, to you.
You know, I was really looking at the fans like, because you have the 49ers on one side, you got the Eagles on the other, and I, as a Cowboys fan, just want to sit back and watch the world burn. But
I getcha.
as much as I will pick, I'm gonna go with the Eagles only because Saquon Barkley should do well.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the Niners are just too beat up to really fully trust them.
All right, let's.
I just have one request.
And
Eagles,
that is,
do not play down to your team, to your opponent's level. You know what you're capable of. Do not do what happened.
and that means Nick Skinny Jeans Sirianni needs to get off his butt and actually coach this weekend.
Just please, because remember, you tried that with Dallas, and what happened at the end of that game.
You got cooked.
Same thing happened with the Bears on Black Friday. What happened there?
But that's the problem with the Eagles. They like to play with their food. And you can't do that. You can't do that in the playoff. In the playoffs, that can bite you.
Here's the if the Eagles lose, I'm expecting a full-on scolding by Deb.
Oh,
Nick Sirianni will be
I'm
scolding.
firing him. He's done.
Deb and Cool McCain and other Eagles fans that I know and love, if the Eagles lose on Sunday, the world around Philadelphia burns because they will scorch all of them.
Literally burn. Like that's the
will
Sirianni
burn.
will not make it.
If the Eagles lose on Sunday, you know what? If the Eagles
Deb
lose on
Deb will open her show by throwing eggs at the camera.
Right.
Love it.
Deb, listen, Deb, I love you dearly, but if the Eagles lose, not only will she throw eggs at the camera, after she does the headlines, you will just see her and Cannoli going completely nuts and going completely off at what happened. Dog, it's your turn. Pick.
Well, boss, I hate to tell you something, but to quote the great Hawk Harrelson, your season is over. Give me Philadelphia.
And
I
take
think our season
consideration
ended
what
after
we
we
always
got
say
beat.
on the show: to
be the champs, you must unseat the champs.
Right.
I don't. My heart says I don't think it'll happen, but I get to watch Jalen Hurts versus Brock Purdy and see who wins. That's why I'm sitting on the fence. But I will sit on the fence and put the headset on for that game. We got a 4:15 pregame show after the Bills and the Jaguars conclude. Allie, did you pick? Did you pick?
I did. Yeah, I picked the Eagles.
Everybody picked the Eagles. Jen sitting on the fence. We already know that since she clinched the season.
I was gonna say I want the fence for this one. I'm not owing an apology to Snowman. I'm not owing an apology to Dr. K, and I sure as hell ain't owing one to Deb.
I'm not owing an apology to listen. I'm sitting on the fence, so I'm not owing an apology to anybody. Okay.
Like I said, I as a Cowboys fan just want to watch the world burn.
I'm just sitting on the fence because I know both of these teams are good, but I also know that there's only so far the walking wounded can go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what? If our season ends on Sunday, everybody go home, heal up, and get ready for next season, because this season should not have, according to the pundits, this season should not have happened. 12-5 with a playoff berth, and on the heels of the number 1 seed, that's a successful season to me. That's a very successful season to me. Speaking
Especially with how hurt they've been all season as
Yeah.
well.
Exactly.
It's been an absolute tremendous run for the 49ers.
Every
Really respectful.
year.
Yeah.
Listen, every
They've done well.
year, or every week, I beg your pardon, they have a very significant injury, and somehow they still won.
Can't wait to win.
Now let's go to the house of Father O'Shaughnessy, called Gillette Stadium, and I already know which way Shane's going, so I don't
You mean
we don't
Mustard
need
Manor?
him.
Wait, you mean Mustard Manor?
You know what? I'm not gonna read this. I'm gonna say it the way I'm used to saying it, and I think Deb will appreciate it. It's the San Diego Chargers against the New England Patriots. Patriots saying, I know they're the Los Angeles Chargers, and I know people have told me you need to say it right to stay on brand. That I'm old and I'm old school. It's the San Diego Chargers and the New England Patriots from Gillette Stadium on Sunday Night Playoff Football. And yes, before anybody asks, I will put the headset on for it. I will deliver an old school play-by-play cast like none of these other YouTubers can, period. Patriots land 3.5 at Gillette Stadium. We'll start with Deb.
You've got Drake May on one hand, in MVP talk. On the other hand, you literally have Justin Herbert with a broken hand.
Yep.
Wait, can I check something?
Cruel irony.
Good one.
Can I check something? The Patriots is the one with that line, right?
Yes.
Oh, I know exactly.
That's
what
why
I'm
I called
saying
it
when-
Mustard
I
Manor.
know exactly
That's
what I'm
what-
saying
yeah.
when it comes to my turn.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I love me some Lad McConkey.
I love Lad McConkey.
I really
Lad
do.
McConkey is one of the best receivers I've watched this year,
He is.
outside of a name Deb has
Puka.
commanded me to mention. There's a receiver that Deb has commanded me to mention each and every week, and his name is Puka Nacua.
Yes. I have to go.
Damien says Rams by 50, Bears by 69. Dear Lord in heaven. Napoleon says, give me the Packers to show up. Give me the Packers to show up. DJ Les and QB Mild Sauce catching up on the chat here. Damien says, screw the points. This is a rivalry. Hurt them where it hurts. He's also going with the Jags. Damien also says, I don't trust Josh Allen in the playoffs. I think if the Bills don't go to the Super Bowl, Josh Allen's Super Bowl window is closed, just like Lamar Jackson, even though Raven fans still want to make excuses. I don't think Josh Allen's window is closed yet. Lamar Jackson's Super Bowl window is slammed.
Shut.
That's why they got rid of got rid of John Harbaugh. Napoleon's picking the 49ers for an upset. And I used last time as a 49er. That actually came before the season. Damien's going with the Patriots. Allie, what say you?
Well, I'll tell you, it would be nice to see a Harbaugh actually win a game at some point. And my thought, though, is that Justin Herbert is not quite ready for prime time. Just he's 0-2 in his playoff career, and they've been some pretty bad defeats in that time. I don't think he's ready. I don't think this is his time. I'm going with the Patriots. I think Drake May is a fabulous quarterback. He's not the second coming of Tom Brady for the Patriots, but he's damn close.
Yeah.
So
I'm going with the Patriots. I'm doing Sunday Night Football on Snowman Multimedia Sports. Will feature Justin Herbert and Drake May. Old Snowman says Patriots, and I am taking them to cover and to win. Upstairs to Dietz.
Okay, does anybody remember the last time the Chargers were in the playoffs?
Yes. Well.
Yes.
They were up 21-0 at halftime.
Yep.
Yeah.
And lost.
It was 27-0, and they lost.
So as much as I love the San Diego Chargers and Junior Seau, they're out of here, and they put the law, and the law won. I'm going with the Patriots.
I'm not fighting the law because the law always wins. Last one of the weekend is on Monday.
You forgot
night.
me.
Okay, Victor, pick.
All right, so here's what you got here. If the Patriots win or if the Patriots lose, I am petitioning for Gillette Stadium to be renamed Mustard Manor. But I'm going to say this, though. I really like it what I'm seeing from the Patriots. This has been one of their banner years, and Drake May is starting to show us something.
Agreed.
Now they're going against the establishment of the Chargers, which gives me pause. But I'm going to go with the hot hand. I'm going to say the Patriots win this one, but I think it will come on a walk-off field goal.
Yep.
Wow.
I might say 33-30.
I wouldn't be surprised. Dog talk. Oh, he's frozen again.
Give me this guy. God almighty camera.
He's back.
Take it.
It's just a black screen. Ladies, and there we go.
There you are.
New England.
I mess with y'all.
I ain't screwing with you. I ain't screwing with you, New England. We have Chargers 3 times. 3 times in the postseason. Make it 4.
All right.
I ain't screwing with y'all. We don't want to see Buffalo or Jacksonville. But we're going to see one of them.
Now, where have we heard this before?
Get it done this weekend.
Where have we heard this before? So, Jen, 3 words to you.
It's not the usual 3 words. You should know when it comes to the Patriots. You all should know which 3 words I'm about to say.
Know.
Ready?
Go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna find that clip for next week. One more, and we go to Pittsburgh. I'm tempted to put on the headset, but I know one of my favorite YouTubers is doing. I know a lot of YouTubers are doing this game, but I'm not worried about them. I'm gonna go ahead and put the headset on for it. The Houston Oilers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Oilers. Come on.
First of all, what the hell is Never mind. Allie, for the last game, I'll have Allie kick us off. Go.
All right. I hate Aaron Rodgers. I need everybody to know this.
That's a bumper.
I've never heard you say that, Allie, ever before.
Okay, the Texans have one of the best defenses in the league, and that's going to be a problem for a Steelers offense that's just okay outside of Aaron Rodgers. I am going with the Texans for a real upset against the Steelers.
Can you say your opening line again about Aaron Rodgers?
No problem. All right. I hate Aaron Rodgers.
She's not alone in that.
Timestamp.
And that's a bumper.
I absolutely can't stand Aaron Rodgers. I hate Aaron Rodgers. I absolutely abhor Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers needs to retire and go away and leave us real sports fans alone. That said, CJ Stroud and the Texans will run him over. Why? Because yes, Aaron, it is you. Next door to Dietz.
Before I pick, Deb.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is DK Metcalf eligible for this game?
Yes.
I don't know.
Because he's been suspended.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he is.
He is playing.
Yeah,
He is playing. He will start Sunday night.
Yep.
Okay, so because that makes a big difference for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but it doesn't really matter because CJ Stroud is looking like this guy right now.
Moon, baby.
And the Texans are on fire. I'm going with the Houston Texans.
Downstairs to Deb.
The Steelers somehow made it into the playoffs. I mean, can a team crawl any harder? I don't know. Definitely going Texans on this one. Everyone knows my love of CJ Stroud. Let's go.
And the other thing about this game that's funny before the league that network that we always talk about, they have been trying to fire Mike Tomlin since the preseason.
Right.
And I just heard this the other day. Even if the Steelers lose, Mike Tomlin might lose his job. A guy that's never had a losing season got his team to a home playoff game, and they want him to get fired.
I think mid-season, yes, but no.
Geez.
Yeah, I heard it the other day. I was like, did you watch the games? What are we doing there?
What are we doing?
It's insane.
Exactly.
Dear ESPN, we don't care. We don't care. Screw this game. Screw you. You know what? Give me Houston to run away with it anyway. Screw it.
Oh my gosh. Victor, you're next.
I remember hearing from Mike Tomlin. He said, I know we had a tough loss, but just remember, we're on our way to 9-8, and everyone started cheering. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one, but because I hate Aaron Rodgers, just like Allie, I'm going with the Houston Oilers Texans.
I'm going to say a statement that will make Allie smile. I hate Aaron Rodgers more than I hate the 1989 Detroit Pistons.
Whoa, that's a big say. That's big.
You know what? I've had so many people ask me, why do you hate the 89 Pistons so badly? Look what they did to Michael Jordan.
The Steelers,
even though they won, look at it. The 89 Pistons and the 1990 Pistons, and the only player I liked on that team was Joe Dumars, who drove me nuts.
The Steelers better hope they get that same priest to bless their field again, because they're going to need all the help they can get.
Which means, for the last time today...
Bless you.
Bless you. 3 words, my dear.
Gesundheit.
Dankeschön.
Bitte.
Okay. First of all, before I say the 3 words, Damien, you are so not right for that comment.
Oh, I saw it.
You are so not right.
I am not reading it. We just know
none of us.
None
None of us are repeating it. All you need to know is no, Damien, no, bad.
Yes,
Go to the corner. You're in timeout.
Foul. No. Really foul.
Foul. No.
Flag. Yes.
All right. 3 words, my
And
dear.
second-
That's a flagrant foul. That's a flagrant 2.
Why am I? And second, why am I about to say these 3 words in favor of the Steelers?
No.
No, it's favor of Texas.
Houston.
Yeah, sorry. It's
in
sorry,
favor
I'm
of Houston.
Steelers. Sorry. My apologies. I was not listening in.
No, she was right. She was right the
Like I
first
said,
time.
we do not care.
I was not listening in. My apologies. Let me try that again. Let me try that again. Why am I about to make it a sweep in favor of Houston? Because yes, Aaron, it is you.
What did I start
Sweep
with?
that ish and get me out of here before my brain hurts even more that I make another error.
Oh my gosh.
Buffering.
Get me the hell out of here.
Buffering.
Get me the hell out of here.
Those are our picks. Sure as hell to go wrong. Presented by BetUS.com. BetUS.com, where the game begins. My thanks to the lovely Deb Wickus for joining us, and she joins us every Friday to talk football. Thank you to Allison Moran, my dear. Love you very dearly. You've been very dear to me for the last 14 years. Dog, thank you, my buddy, my producer. Man, I can't say thank you enough for always being there and always keeping me on task. Dietz, my dear friend, all the talk about football, all the talk about sports. You've ridden shotgun for 9 years. You are very much appreciated. And to Victor Locke, the hired sword. Man, what could I say?
Don't forget, Snowman, for probably the final time this season, you'll get to watch the number 1 QB, Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. Exactly. Let me throw some love at Victor here. Victor, we've been friends for 25 years. Did you hit yourself in the eye again with a notebook?
What just happened?
Everybody okay?
Give me this camera while Shane recovers. Victor, you have been my best friend, or one of my best friends, for 25 years. I cannot say thank you enough for that, for being one of the ones to keep me calm when I'm in the process of boiling over, for being there and pushing all the buttons for me for all the games that we did, and just being a friend. I can't thank you enough for that, my man.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here.
I cannot thank this crew enough for everything that you all have done for Snowman in the Morning as we continue our 12th season. And Deb hopping on saying, sure, I'll pick every week. Just sent me into orbit. And then she coupled it with, I'm putting this on my resume.
Yeah.
That
and then how about the week where she says the sweet that ish and sends Victor's workplace laughing?
My whole office just goes into chaos.
And she couples it with the hand action of sweet that is.
Right.
But Deb, I met Deb 2 years ago. She came on, made a couple of picks the first year. This year, she's hung with us every single week. And then she coupled it with, this is going on my resume. That made me excited, and that also made me cry, because a 2-time Emmy award-winning producer appreciates my show and the fun that we have on it.
So much fun.
And this is absolutely off the wall fun. And to the people that hang with us every week in the chat, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I thank everybody for tuning in. Have a great weekend. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. And there's Michael Irvin to close out the show. You could have done better than that, dude.
Yes.
We're out of here.
You're the queen on Twitch.
I said the you. The you.
Twitch.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's why he put that up there. We love y'all. We'll see you on Monday.
That is in honor of the you.
cute Empress right here. For
I'm
being
not.
a part
No,
of the
I'm not
show.
cute. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Just listen. Just listen. For being a part of the show, for being my friend, and for getting me into want to be a VTuber, bring this show to be a VTuber. Thank you doesn't even cover it. And I mean that. And
even though she's kicked our ass in both picks this year.
Well, hell, my wife kicked our ass in the picks this year.
Give that cute Empress a follow.
But this,
I'm not cute.
All hail the
but
cute
this
Empress.
Empress right here.
I'm not cute.
The Marvel Rivals sweep that is champion. The young lady who I adopted as my daughter from across the pond. Thanks to you also. We love y'all.
Make sure you follow her on Twitch.